Before starting my fitness journey, I used to be really unhappy with my fitness and my overall unhealthy lifestyle. But last year, I finally decided to start having healthier habits and to actually stay consistent in the gym, which transformed my body from this to this. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my ultimate tips and advice to help you be successful in your own fitness journey. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 tips for starting your fitness journey. A lot of you guys already know by now, I started my fitness journey back in January of 2023, and we are now into 2024. So I have hit my year benchmark, and I have just learned so many different things that I'm going to share with you guys. This year has been so challenging, but so beneficial for me. I couldn't be happier with my progress and how I just feel about myself. So I really hope a lot of these tips that I have for you guys will help you along your fitness journey or help motivate you to start your own fitness journey. If you want to know more about my fitness journey, you can look at my past What I Eat in a Days. I talk a lot more in depth in those about my fitness journey, but today I want to focus on my top tips that will help you guys. So much of what I'm going to talk about today is stuff that I wish I knew when I first started. I hope you guys can take some of this knowledge that I've learned and apply it to your everyday life. So I have all my tips written down here, and today's video is just going to be a chit chat. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Tip number 1, set realistic goals for yourself. Everyone starts their fitness journey for their own reasons, and everyone has different goals for their bodies and health. So I think it's really important to understand why you want to start your fitness journey and the overall outcome that you want for yourself, whether it's weight loss, muscle growth, or just to be more fit in general. And that really just starts the tone for your fitness journey because you're going to start doing things that pertain to your end goal. For me personally, I initially wanted to lose weight, which meant I had to do so many different lifestyle changes, eat in a calorie deficit, work out more, things like that. So what really helped me was writing down all of my goals and what improvements I really wanted to see in my body and just my daily everyday habits. I definitely recommend to get yourself a journal. I think having a little fitness journal can be super helpful just because I process my thoughts better if I'm writing it down, and also helps just to keep track of your progress. For me, I split my goals into short-term goals and long-term goals. One section is things that were basically more realistic in a time frame, the way I wanted to change my daily habits, the target areas that I really wanted to look slimmer, things like that. And then my long-term goal is my ultimate total outcome of my fitness journey. It's also really important that for whatever goals you make for yourself, to make it realistic. I'm really emphasizing on realistic. I feel it's really easy for us to get caught up in making unrealistic goals for yourself. You can't start a fitness journey and expect so much progress in the first month or two. It takes so much time. So you have to really be realistic with yourself and realize that change is not going to happen overnight. If you set super unrealistic goals, you're going to be really disappointed when it doesn't actually happen because they are not realistic. I think that's also why a lot of us quit so fast, because we're not seeing the unrealistic outcome that we want. Step number 2, create a workout split or workout routine that works best for you. First, you have to figure out when you will have the time to work out or when it will fit into your schedule. I know it can be really hard and stressful to fit a workout session into your routine if you're super busy all the time, but I really believe that if you want to make it work, then there's so many different ways to fit it into your schedule. For example, when I was in school and I had classes all day, I would make sure to go to bed early the night before just so I can wake up early to work out in the morning before my full day ahead, because I knew if I waited all day until after my classes, I wouldn't want to go. Doing simple little things like that to fit a workout into your routine is really important, because I also used to have the excuse of being so busy that I couldn't work out. But there was actually a lot of things I could have done differently to fit working out into my routine. You also need to decide whether you want to work out at home or at the gym. This honestly really just depends on your fitness goals. For me, I knew I wanted to lose weight but also build muscle, and for me, I just thought it would be best to actually go to the gym. But there's so many beneficial at-home workouts and at-home equipment that you guys can use, especially if you're a beginner and just don't want to go to a gym yet. You guys can check out my last What I Eat in a Day, and I show you guys how I do some workouts at home. And then you also have to figure out what types of workouts you want to do. Again, this is different for whatever fitness goals you have. I feel the best way to set up a split is to assign the workouts per day, and this will definitely help you get into a routine and just be more consistent with your workouts. So I would write down in my journal or my notes app what workouts was for each day. When I first started, I think I was working out 5 to 6 days a week consistently. So by doing this split, I was hitting every muscle group every week, and then the 6th day was kind of an extra day, so I would usually just do another workout of the same muscle group. And then the Sunday would be a rest day because your body really needs rest and needs time to repair. That's super important that you have at least 1 or 2 days of rest. I feel like social media makes us think that we have to work out 7 days a week to get results, which is not true at all. Your body needs rest, and skipping 1 day at the gym is not going to erase all of your progress. So honestly, that's how I stuck to my workout routine, was having a consistent split and just knowing what workouts I would be doing on that day. So the next tip slash topic that I want to talk about is gym anxiety. It is so easy to feel anxious in the gym, especially when you're a beginner who is not used to using machines or just working out in public. I have been working out consistently for a year and I still have gym anxiety. So I think this is really important to talk about because I have not met like one beginner who has not had gym anxiety. So the first thing that we need to realize when it comes to gym anxiety is that no one cares about what you're doing. I know this is a very hard concept for us to understand because even I still feel this way. I feel like people are like looking at me and judging me. So I constantly have to tell myself when I'm working out that no one is paying attention to you. Everyone is focused on themselves and everyone is there to better themselves. Sometimes it might feel like all eyes are on you, but in reality, like no one is paying attention. Some days I'll be having so much gym anxiety and then at the end of my workout, I'm like, wow, I was really anxious for no reason. Another thing to remember is that there's definitely going to be a lot of beginners at the gym too. Not everyone there is like a gym expert. So when you get to the gym and you're anxious, just put on your music, block it out, tell yourself that no one is looking and no one cares, because it's true. No one cares and no one is paying attention to you, and just focus on having a good workout. I know it's easier said than done, but if I can go in there and face my fears, then so can you guys. Another thing that helps with gym anxiety is working out with a friend. I always have a good workout when I go to the gym with like Andrew or Alexa. So if you have anyone that can go work out with you, I definitely think that can help a lot if you have gym anxiety, and then eventually you'll just be able to confidently go to the gym by yourself. Step 4, analyze your current diet and see what needs improvement. I can't stress enough about how diet has changed my body completely. If you're doing all these workouts and are actually consistent with the gym, that's not going to matter if you're eating really unhealthy. So you have to make sure you're having a really good diet to balance everything out. For me, I definitely think that my diet has definitely changed my body in the best way and has made me have the most progress. So obviously your diet's going to depend on your fitness goals and the improvements that you want to make. For me, I wanted to really eat high protein, low carb, and low fat. I used to eat so much processed carbs and a lot of fat and just not enough protein. When I started my fitness journey, I cut out a lot of processed carbs. I focused on whole foods and I really focused on getting a lot of protein into my diet, and it worked so well for me. Obviously, it's going to be different for everyone, but when I started eating that way, my gut health improved so much. I felt so much healthier and I didn't feel bloated all the time, because I had the problem of feeling bloated every single day. But once I started cutting out all those processed foods and focused on eating more whole foods, I just felt so much better. Another super important thing to look at is your food labels. I'm not trying to sound like a crazy almond mom, but like there's so many things that we're putting into our body that we don't even realize. You can be eating something that you think is like so healthy and like so good for you, and then when you look at the food label, you'll see how completely unhealthy it is. I was so shocked at how much sugar I was consuming on the daily. Like it was actually insane. And if you look up the amount that an average person should have, I was probably having like 2 or 3 times that. So it was so like eye-opening to see how I was actually eating before I changed my eating ways. I really encourage you to just pay attention to those macros. You might think that something is low sugar and low fat, but if you look at the label, you'll realize that it's not. And also, highly processed foods just has so many different chemicals in it. So just really pay attention to what you're putting in your body. Don't let the marketing of the food fool you. Another thing I did to help my diet was to download a calorie counter. This is absolutely not necessary, but it was just easier for me to track my calories and my macros. I had to eat at a deficit, so I had to calculate how many calories I should be eating a day, and I really just wanted to focus on losing weight. So having like an app that tracks your calories and shows you the macros was just really helpful to me. It's definitely not absolutely necessary, especially if that can trigger some people. Personally, for me, it just helped me know how many calories I was having and how much protein I was having. But yeah, I will say that the diet aspect of your fitness journey is probably the most important thing. Like I said, if you're doing all these workouts, doing all this cardio, that's not going to matter if you're eating super unhealthy. And at the end of the day, you'll most likely feel so much better and so much cleaner if you're focusing more on whole foods and eating less processed foods. And for me, just just eating low fat, low carb, and high protein was so helpful. Also, if you're eating high protein, make sure that you are getting enough fiber in because that can mess with your digestive system. So it's also important to make sure you're having your greens. Tip number 5, invest in gym clothes that make you feel your best. I am such a big believer in look good, feel good. I love getting a little bit ready and put together to go to the gym. I just feel like whenever I feel like I look good, I end up having a better workout. I know this is definitely a mental thing, but I know a lot of us relate to this. So definitely invest in some cute gym clothes or workout sets that will make you want to work out. Some of my favorite gym brands are Honor Active. I'm actually wearing one of their tops and sports bras right now. I have the softest clothes ever. They're literally my new favorite. I also love Navigation, Alpha Elite, Gymshark. Gymshark was my OG. That was like where I first got my workout sets from. And then I also love some brands from Amazon. So yeah, I feel like having really cute gym clothes is definitely a good investment and will help you get motivated to want to work out. Tip number 6, be consistent and understand that change won't happen overnight. It's so easy to be impatient and to want results right away. For me, it took around 3 months to actually see the results that I wanted, which can be really difficult to keep going if you're not seeing results right away. But you just have to remember that the results will come, and once they do, it gets addictive. Like, you actually want to keep going and you can see the progress that you made, and you'll really realize that the wait is so worth it. For me, it was so hard in the beginning to like feel like I was working so hard and not seeing anything, but after the 3 months, I had made so much progress and it made me so happy to see that my hard work was actually paying off. So definitely just be consistent and be patient, and results will be coming your way. Tip number 7, do not overdo it. What I mean by this is do not turn your fitness journey into an unhealthy obsession. Obviously, this is going to be on your mind a lot, and there's probably going to be a lot of lifestyle changes, but it is so important to not start off super restrictive and intense. And I think it's really important to slowly make those changes to your everyday life, because if you start out too intensely, you're going to think that these changes are too hard and can easily fall back into your old unhealthy habits. So start out by making small changes for yourself that are, again, realistic, and then you'll start getting used to it a little bit and can start making more changes as you go. And I also think it's really important to eat everything in moderation. Don't think that you have to cut out literally everything that you love to be healthy. You can still enjoy a lot of the things that you love. For example, I never cut out chocolate or sweets throughout my fitness journey. I definitely limited it and ate it moderately, and I would still also eat like fast food, just not every day like how I used to. I started my fitness journey when I was in school, so Andrew would come over once a week, and whatever day he decided to come over, I would make that day my day of eating whatever I wanted. And then the next day I would just go back into my regular eating habits, and I still lost weight and I still reached the goals that I wanted. I was just very disciplined in what I was eating. For me, that's definitely what helped me the best, having that carefree day of eating whatever I wanted. I know that may not work for everyone, but it definitely worked for me. I loved sticking to my everyday healthy lifestyle eating, and then just having one day where I could still incorporate the like fast foods or craving foods that I wanted. So remember to keep in mind that one unhealthy snack or one unhealthy meal will not erase your progress, because that was definitely something I struggled with when I first started. You can still have the things that you love, and moderation is key. Tip number 8, do not compare yourself to others. Everyone's progress is different. Everybody's bodies and genetics are different. You could be doing the same workouts and eating the same things as someone else, and you will not look the same as them. It can definitely be super hard, like going on social media and seeing all these like gym influencers and wanting to look like them, but just focus on yourself and your own progress and don't compare it to others. Comparison is the thief of joy, and you will not be happy with your body if you're comparing it to literally everyone else. Tip 9, have a positive mindset and enjoy the process. You really have to keep a positive mindset throughout your fitness journey. If you're negative about it, it's just going to be a bad experience. Trust me when I say the process will get easier, and it will definitely get more enjoyable as you keep going. I know you'll have some good and some bad days, but it's always important to stay positive. I think a lot of us take our health for granted, and there is so many people out in this world that are not able to be healthy, and we have the opportunity to better ourselves, so we definitely need to cherish it and be grateful that we're able to even make these changes for ourselves. Last and final tip is to love yourself. You really have to love yourself and love your body. Self-hate should not fuel your fitness journey. You should want to do certain lifestyle changes and fitness changes because you love your body and you just want your body to be at its best. If you just have a healthy working body, that's already something to be so grateful for. So love yourself and love your body. So those are my top 10 tips for starting your fitness journey. Please let me know in the comments if this has helped you guys. I really hope it helps motivate you and helps you along your own fitness journey because we are in it together. I'm still going strong, and if I can do this, then literally anyone else can. I didn't go too in depth with like my own fitness journey just because I feel like I've already talked about it a lot, but if you're new here and want to learn more about my fitness journey, I talk a lot about my fitness journey in my what I eat in a days and like my what I eat in a week. But yeah, that was all the tips that I have for you guys. I really seriously hope this can help at least one person. To anyone who wants to start their fitness journey, start now. And if you're already on your fitness journey and have started, I am so proud. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want more health or fitness content, and I will see you guys in the next video.